Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Time with Grandpa. I am Grandpa, and I'm sending a loving welcome to everybody to my channel. Uh, I do YouTube videos on uh, videos that are mainly directed at senior citizens, and I want to remind everybody that always like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel because it helps me out so much. Uh, I am a YouTuber that is only recently new. I started 2 months ago, and I have a small little following. And I talk about current events. I talk about what's relevant to a senior citizen these days. I talk about religion, paganism, because I am a pagan. I talk about how you can live pagan principles to make your life better and more joyful and more fun. Uh, I always recommend books. Uh, I recommend stories times that I talk about my personal life, how I grew up on a farm, and I just talk about many subject matters. I have already posted over 40 videos on my channel. So you have a large library to choose from on whatever subject is relevant to your case. Okay, I am a very spiritual person because I have gone through two near-death experiences that were really extreme, and I talk about that in many of my videos. I talk about reincarnation. I talk about downsizing. I talk about how to stick to your budgets, how to be involved in your community with volunteer work. I just talk about health and what you should be putting into your body to make you live longer. Okay, nobody wants to die. They want to enjoy their time here on this earth, this earthly plane that we're on. So you have to keep your body healthy. It's just extremely important to think of your body as a temple that your spirit resides in. So you need to keep it healthy in order to live a long and happy life. Okay, my topics today, and this is going to be a rather long video, but my topics today are just the simple changes you can make in your lifestyle or your life that will save your life. These are 7 things that I have come up with that will improve your life and will prolong your life. It's just a great channel to watch because don't forget to subscribe, by the way, because I bring out a lot of pertinent information to help you. A lot of senior citizens are having a rough time right now uh, uh, because how do I know? I'm a senior citizen and I am having a pretty rough time these days. So I am trying to create a channel where you can see the wisdom that I have accumulated over 70 years, really. It's 7 decades that I have lived my life, and I'm getting ready soon. It'll be number 8, the 8 decades that I've been alive on this planet. Um, I'm so happy everybody's here. I'm so happy for any new subscribers that might be here today on my channel. I wish you all the very best, and I hope you continue supporting me by subscribing to my channel. Okay, it's so important with these algorithms that YouTube has. I know it's kind of hard to understand, but the more activity I have on my account, the higher my algorithm grows and more people get to watch my channel, okay, and get that information that is really important to them. Okay, let's get started, okay? let me have a cup of coffee before we get started. Like I said, I welcome everybody. I hope everybody's got their coffee or tea or whatever they're drinking early in the morning because it is early for me. Mm. Oh, there's just nothing better than a good cup of coffee. Now, let's get started. Number one, okay, is studying and researching what your body needs when it comes to herbal teas and spices. Okay, you have to learn which one of these that you should be drinking often. Uh, None of these by themselves can help you out very much, but when you have a combination of herbal teas that you consume on a daily level or on a weekly level or just whenever the mood strikes you to have a cup of good herbal tea, the one that you really like, stick with them. Um, One of mine is green tea. I drink green tea every day. That is the best strategy to prolong your life is start getting into the habit of drinking herbal teas. Now, I know a lot of people that don't like teas. They don't drink tea. They're just strictly coffee drinkers. You have to open up your mind. You have to open up your heart and your taste buds to start consuming herbal teas. God created herbal teas to help mankind get through diseases and all kinds of ailments. And the plant leaves or the plant roots of a herb or tea, so a lot of teas might come from a tree also. There's just so many different variety of teas that you really need to research it and see which ones to consume and kind of which ones to stay away from because you might be on a lot of medications. So if you're on a lot of medications, you have to be extra careful in your research when you consume herbal teas. Okay, some of them are just fine, but others might not be. They may be too strong for you, so you shouldn't be drinking them. That's just a little warning there with the herbal teas. Okay, number two on my list is downsizing in every aspect of your life. If your life is out of control, downsize. If you have a home that you've grown, your children grew up in, or in my case, I had a farm that I inherited from my mother. uh, I ended up with my sister, I ended up selling that farm and we divided the profits from that farm. She got half and I got half. And this is what I mean about downsizing. When you get something in an inheritance that you it's huge and too big and you don't know what to do with it, it's always best to downsize. And this is what we did. My sister downsized and I downsized. She bought her a little smaller house to live in the rest of her days. And I went into business for myself. Okay. And downsizing is always better. Smaller is always better. If something is overwhelming you, sell it, get rid of it. If it's no longer serving its purpose, get rid of it. Okay? Because when you're older and you're an elderly person, you don't need to be living in that big old house anymore with everything cluttered up. You need to start selling that stuff off and make some money on the side so you can live a comfortable life. Because most senior citizens, when they get older, if they're still healthy enough, they want to travel and do things. They want to do things with their grandchildren, and this will allow you to have that extra money to do things with your grandchildren and your family. Uh, Number three is create yourself a budget and stick to it. Most people they try to budget themselves from month to month and they never stick to it. But when they see something they want, they go out and buy it. Well, you need to learn to be conservative in your spending habits because that is so important for you to save a little bit of money so you can do the things that you want to do when you get older. It's just common sense, really. Now, number 4 on my list is create a diet, okay, that suits your medical needs. You know, if you're obese, you want to reduce weight, you know, there's just so many different diets you can choose from. I personally am on a Mediterranean diet because I want a good, healthy heart. I want to be able to stay active in my old age. I want to be able to enjoy life in my old age. I don't want to sit in a chair and become a vegetable. Okay, I want to go out and be active and do things, and this is what I do. The Mediterranean diet allows me to do that. A lot of times, you need certain spices in your Mediterranean diet that I call healing spices that will help you out tremendously. And some of them, for example, are cumin, which is so good for you, nutmeg, turmeric. If you don't have a pencil and paper, I would advise you to go get you a little pencil and paper and write these down because what I'm mentioning here is important for the vitality of your life. And this will save your life. These are so important. Now let's continue on. Turmeric, fennel seeds, ginger, fenugreek, carom seeds, and believe it or not, black pepper. Start using black pepper when you cook in a lot of dishes. Black pepper has so many healing properties. All these that I've mentioned have tremendous healing properties. And when you start consuming all these in different meals and different recipes that you have, your health will skyrocket, okay? Another thing that's important when you're creating a diet plan, okay, you got to have a lot of vitamin A. And you get a lot of vitamin A with sweet potatoes and carrots, a lot of potassium. Eat a lot of avocados. Now, I know avocados right now are rather expensive, but still spend the extra money because your body and health is more important. What is more important, having money or having these fruits and vegetables in your system that will prolong your life? Your life is more important. I'll give you a clue. Vitamin E. You want to make sure you get enough vitamin E. And I'm not talking supplements here either. I'm talking fresh fruits. Sunflower seeds has a lot of vitamin E. Almonds, hazelnuts, loaded with vitamin E. Bananas and potatoes, where you can get your potassium from. Okay, but bananas have a lot of other good characteristics about them too, not just potassium. Okay, they're very healthy. They help regulate your blood sugar. So, you know, consume a banana once a day. Now, the chemicals, nowadays our food is loaded with chemicals, and it's a good chance or good bet when you go to the grocery store. If you buy processed foods, your body is gonna be loaded with chemicals. So please stay away from that. Another vitamin that's good in your system is zinc. You know, zinc is a great vitamin to have in your system because it comes. You can get them through pumpkin seeds. Now, these are the supplements. If you can't get them by food, you can get a supplement. Uh, Chickpeas are so delicious and so important. You can just eat them. You know, warmed up with a little melting butter, or you can mix them with soups and stuff. to get your chickpeas in. Cashews are good for you also. To get your calcium, you go to almonds. Kale has a lot of calcium, and sesame seeds has a lot of calcium. Magnesium, of course, bananas have a lot of magnesium in it. Dark chocolate is another good thing to eat. Spinach has a lot of magnesium in it. Uh, Iron, of course, spinach has a lot of iron. Lentils has a lot of iron. Vitamin C, of course, any kind of oranges or strawberries. Bell peppers has a lot of vitamin C. Vitamin D comes with your mushrooms, your eggs, yolks, and omega-3, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds. That omega-3 is important because that's why we consume a lot of fish on Mediterranean diets. Most of the meats that we eat in a Mediterranean diet are fish, chicken, beef. They have a lot of minerals in them, a lot of omega-3, and their tuna. So any kind of fish really has a lot of omega-3 in it. So those are the things that really to watch out for. Now, continuing on to number 5, and that's be involved in your community and your family. Don't become a loner where you're all alone. Always be involved with your family. Try to help out where you can. These simple changes in your lifestyle will definitely save your life, because with being involved with your family and community, you're more happy. You feel a lot of contentment because uh, volunteer work is number 6 on the list. That's where the contentment comes in. It always feels good when you help somebody else. Always remember that doing good works is a great way to boost your mood and your endorphins, and you just feel so much better when you go visit that senior citizen in the nursing home that people have forgotten and just tucked away, and they're just living out their final days in a sad and miserable uh, surrounding. They're depressed a lot. They're lonely. Nobody comes to visit them because they have lived so long that they have lost a lot of their family members. So it's so important to go visit people in nursing homes. And it can be anybody in a nursing home. Just if they're healthy enough to receive visitors, go visit people in nursing homes. If they're sick in the hospital, there's volunteer work always at a hospital. The hospital staff would always welcome you to come and visit and help out. It's just so many tremendous opportunities that people neglect where they could do good. Another, and the final one that I have on my list is number 7, and that is having faith and using that faith in meditation. Meditation is, there's so many different ways you can meditate. Meditation is kind of a different terminology, but what it really means is that you're praying in your own personal space, and you're thinking about nothing else but the moment that you're in, and you're giving praises to whatever God you believe in. Uh, Meditation is so important. Take out of your daily busy schedule, take at least 15 minutes out of your time to meditate, okay, and to pray for the world, pray for people in the world that are struggling, pray for the poor, reflecting back on what Christ actually taught us, not all this dogma that came later on with the Roman Catholic Church that Christ never even taught. Uh, the original teachings of Christ. You need to do your research and go back to the original teachings. If you're a Christian, uh, you'll be led by the Spirit. Okay. Everybody has a spirit inside of them, their soul. Their spirit resides in their soul. So don't ever forget, faith and meditation are so important. I am wanting everybody to have a great week that's coming up. I hope everybody is having a good week. And if you have any prayer requests, uh, I am a very spiritual person, and I believe in prayer very much. It's sort of one of my holdovers when I was a Christian. I love to pray for other people, and I continued that tradition on in my paganistic beliefs that I have now. Uh, Please remember, send in your prayer requests. If you're in the hospital sick, send it in, and I will pray on the first full moon. There's usually a one full moon every month, and I will pray on that night. I stay up extra late that night. I stay up till about 10, 11 o'clock, and hopefully there would be a full moon where it's not clouded over. And I will take these prayer requests. I will put them in my cauldron, and I will burn them outside and let the smoke go up into the heavens. And hopefully those prayer requests will be responded to by the universal forces that are out there. I love everybody. I'm wishing everybody the best, sending love and blessings to all, including all those seniors out there. See you next time. Bye bye. Have a great week, guys and gals.